Welcome to the channel. This is Geauxgreddy and welcome to earning mileage points. You know, you would think it would be easy to earn mileage points and you think it would be straightforward, but it is neither. Now, don't be wrong, it can be easy and it can be straightforward. But I tell you what, I've got the skinny on how to do it the fastest and how to do it the easiest. So stick around, check it out. All right, for those that don't know, in the mileage exchange, you can trade your mileage points for a car, 5,000 in this case, or maybe for some fresh new BBS wheels on your car. Well, that's 100 mileage points, or maybe you want that tow sticker or that $2,000 helmet, or you want to weigh people in your driver's pose, that's 500. But that sweet R2 chrome chip for paint, 2,000 mileage points. Seems a lot for a paint chip, but hey, it is what it is if you want that fresh livery with that R2 chrome paint job, which I know y'all all want. Now, if you're like me and you're collecting every car in the game with every different livery on each of those cars that have an available different livery, like all these Red Bull cars, the F1500A cars, that S2000s, all that, and you're like me and you also want to level all of those cars up with their max levels, like you'll see here with this Trans Am, you will see it is not an inexpensive venture. So right here, I'm just going to level up my weight reduction all the way up to level 5. That's going to cost me a pretty penny. Bringing up the horsepower as well, that's going to be 3,820 mileage points for one car, one livery scheme. That's only 3 of the Pontiacs of like the 16 or 20 that are available. I've got to get the other 17 and I've got to level them up. What am I going to do? Well, fret not. Here is what you are going to do. Option 1, you are going to open a lobby, and it doesn't really matter what kind of lobby. What matters is that it is you in it in a car that is very fast. So I select all these things just to keep the minimum number of people in there. So 2 people, A plus S keeps people out. Special stage Route X, Bueno, 1 lap, 20 laps, doesn't matter. Grid starts, none of that matters. What matters is the car, and the Tomahawk VGT, the SRT, that's the one you want because the computer drives that sucker at 350 miles an hour. And as you see, I got 969 mileage points going into this. All you got to do is jump in the Tomahawk, hit go. You're not starting the race. You're not even racing. All you're going to do is hit the options button and then just let the AI drive. And at 10 points per mile, just come back later. Because later on, all you got to do is go over here to the right, hit exit, and there you have it. 5,339 mileage points. That's 3,790 mileage points per hour, and that is no secret. It's been mine for a while. What is, I guess, a little bit of a secret, the Beginner League. The Beginner League has great mileage points because it's got really short races and really good mileage output. So what you do is you go in the Beginners League, go to the Sunday Cup, select Red Bull Ring. Only 2 laps around the Red Bull Ring. Honda Civic Type R is what you want. Here I'm demonstrating with the Honda Roadster touring car. That's what I started with because it's just a great all-around car. I was like, well, I'll give it a shot here in the Honda car. Now you can adjust to N100, N300, win this race if you want money. But if you want money, go to my other money earning video. Much better. Here's a link for it right up here. But for this race, what you really want is the Honda Civic Type R. It's easy cheesy. Now, something you must know about this. You don't earn mileage points by the mile. It's an unknown what you get for each race before the race. And you get points for finishing on podium. So you have to finish on the podium to get the max podium points, I guess, or the max race points. You need to stay on track because it will take points off if you like hit a wall or go way off track. Corner cuts are kind of quirky. I can't really tell where it's discounting points for corner cuts or not, or even if it is. Like right here, it looks like I cut the corner. I went off track because I crossed over the white line with all 4 of my tires, but it may not deduct for that sometimes. It does, however, give you points for hidden tasks, so to speak. There's hidden challenges in the mileage points. So right now, I am passing P2 before this curve at the Red Bull Ring. Seemingly innocuous, right? Wrong. I have almost I've almost moved into P1 before the start-finish line and or some point on the track, which may increase how many mileage points I get. You're like, that can't be right, Greddy. Oh, it is, because this is what my board looked like. So in figuring all this out, I was writing down how many mileage points I was getting for winning these various races from my previous video. And what I found out was I was getting all kinds of different mileage points, even though I was winning the races in seemingly the same fashion. Clean races, winning in first place. I would sometimes get 720, sometimes get 5. I was like, what is going on here? So I did an experiment. I went to a simpler track, less laps, to try and figure out why I was getting different mileage points, because these races aren't dependent on how many miles you travel. They're just dependent on what the game has been pre-programmed that you will get for achieving certain things. So here at the Red Bull Ring, if you win the race, you'll get 390 points. Okay, that's not your maximum amount of points you can get, and which car you choose doesn't matter. So it could be N100, N400. It's not like the experience points. Mileage points are different. You can take, like I am, the N400 to get the maximum points. And in order to do so, you have to finish in first. You have to stay on the track. I believe you have to have a clean race. I'm not 100% sure. But you have to accomplish a strange task somewhere at some point in the race. And at this race is you've got to be in first place by a certain point. Now, let's see how many points I earned for this race. Again, I finished in first. I'm going to have a clean race. I'm in an N400 car. Everything is, as far as I can tell, is perfect. So let's look at that. Now I'm just going to fast forward here so you can tell I'm not doing any shenanigans, any crazy editing. So we cross the line, we win the race, we're in first place by like a mile and a half. We're still running, I'm finished, ran a 3:35. Awesome. So I get 400 mileage points, and look, I got all these clean race bonuses, car handicap credit, all that. I was in a N300, all right? That didn't really matter. The N300 does not matter at all. So let's go again. So we go again. Everything exactly the same. I'm in an N400 Civic now, but again, trust me, it doesn't matter when it comes to mileage points, whether you're N300 or N400, all right? Now, I'm coming up on P1 and P2. I'm going to pass P1 and P2 before this corner, right here, this corner, this very corner. This seems to be the corner that matters, okay? I tried it various ways. With that corner, if you pass P1 through P and P2, if you get into first place, let's put it that way. If you get into first place before that corner back there, then you get extra mileage points. So instead of 400, I'm going to do everything the same. I'll finish in first. My total time is going to be pretty much the same. I've tried it total time. I've tried it lap times. I've tried it staying on track, going on. I've tried it several different ways. If you get into P1 by a certain point on the track in the Sunday Cup, I don't know if this is for all challenges. I will go back later and try them. I'm just kind of curious now. You're going to get extra points. So let's fast forward and see what my final points are after taking those two positions before that specific corner. So again, we fast forward to prove that I'm not doing any shenanigans, any crazy editing. I ran this race exactly the same, went a little bit faster, passed up everyone a little sooner, came in first place. Nothing really, same number of miles, same everything, except I got into P1 before that curve. If you get into P1 before that curve, you get 460 mileage points. See, right there, clean race bonus, none of that matters. And what that equates to is 7,660 mileage points per hour. So if you are in a time crunch, that's a great one to do. Now, let's move on to Monza. Monza, same thing, except if you get into P1 by the midway point in Curva Grande, I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, I only ran it 3 times, but if you get into first place by the midway point in Curva Grande, you will get the maximum mileage points. So just get through here, come back there. Again, the Honda Civic seemed to be great for this. For some reason, whenever I would choose the Miata Roadster, they would pick a faster P1 car. So here I'm going to pass up P1 here before the halfway point. So between these two shadows, sets of shadows there, you got to pass them up before that midway point. you'll get the maximum number of points for this challenge. And let's see what that turns out to be. So here we come, round through the finish line at Monza. Easy. Couple of laps around here, not a big deal. Only takes a whopping, I think, 4 minutes and 20 seconds. That is correct. But you get 480 mileage points, which comes out to 6,776 mileage points per hour. But that's not the king. What I found to be the king of the mileage point challenge is the FF challenge. And at Blue Moon Bay. And what I also found in the Mini Cooper is you get 390 points in only 2 laps. That's not bad. But then I jumped in the Honda Civic Type R, and I found out something different. Finished first place, did kind of the same stuff, a little bit like before. I got more points. Again, 2 minutes and 49 seconds. That's it. But I got 400 mileage points. So something's going on a little bit fishy. What I found out is if you pass up P1 and P2 and you get yourself into P1 here before the start-finish line, you get maximum mileage points. So the trick to this one, pass everyone before that spot right there, and you'll max out your mileage. 2 minutes and 50 seconds is all it takes to get 460 mileage points for 9,742 mileage points per hour. And that is the king of mileage points. Not the easiest, but definitely the fastest, I think. So, hope you found this useful. I hope this helps you complete all of the activities you want to complete before GT7 comes out. If so, hit the like and or subscribe. Come back, check out some more videos. For myself, Geauxgreddy, y'all have a great evening. DJ Clean, take us out of here.